Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
The numbers for Andrews last week:
11 catches, 75 yards and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this one complete to Will Fuller.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
From the gun, they'll try to run it down to about the 37.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
This defense for the Steelers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he will have a Ravens first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Jackson. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. 4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Now it's Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Jackson's going to keep it.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They're going to look to throw. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll hit Jackson complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The numbers for him from a week ago. 16 carries, 67 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
2nd and 6. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot. But nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all of this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right? In preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. James Prochet deep for Baltimore.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
If both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league, because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man. That's Hardman.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 40. They'll set up to throw.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 2nd and 4.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try.
Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Well, as we roll on here in the month of December, Week 14, coming up tonight, we got a good one in the AFC West. Get the parkas out, Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night, you can turn those parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now back to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second and 9 now. His throw incomplete. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Here's Presley Harvin now.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 45-yard punt for there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson.
That completes it again to Metcalf. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he will have a Ravens 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Jackson now. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And Jackson throwing once more. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Escaping the pressure right. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football. And
got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The Steelers taking over now late in this 1st half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. Back to throw again. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late-season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Here's Jackson to throw.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Jackson.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. They'll roll him out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Roquan Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Pushes past him. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Jackson from the shotgun.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
2nd and 14. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll drop to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
The Ravens ready to take over.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way.
And Andrews lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And he'll find his way in for 2, and we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 2nd and 9. Jackson over the middle, complete. It's Fuller. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by Jackson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to 13.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
2nd and 2. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, Jackson.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Baltimore, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.